Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus with another video review. And today we're going to be starting our celebration of the release of The Hobbit by taking a look at the 6-inch version of Bilbo Baggins. Now, we saw the 3 3/4-inch figures, and actually, if you remember from a while ago, I reviewed the San Diego Comic-Con version of this guy, but he was invisible. We'll bring him out later on just to kind of revisit that guy, but as you can see, same kind of packaging that we got with the 3 3/4-inch figures. You got the beautiful picture of Middle-earth in the background. Really nice kind of bubble here. You got the picture of the actor who plays Bilbo Baggins, who I don't know his name, so whatever. That's about it for the front. Flip around here on the back. You see a much larger image of the actual figure itself, as well as a brief read-up on the Hobbit movie as well, and a little bit of a backstory on Bilbo Baggins himself. Also, you see the other 6-inch figures that are available. You got Tauriel, you got Thorin, Gandalf the Grey, and of course, Legolas. So, very simple. I mean, these are, like I said, the 6-inch version, so the detail is going to be better. The articulation should be a little bit better. And just in general, a more collector-friendly kind of figure. But packaging-wise, it's not much different than what we saw before, so let's bust it open and see how cool the figure actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Bilbo Baggins opened up and out of its packaging. And if you do remember watching my San Diego Comic-Con version, this is the exact same figure, except he's all painted up. Now, to give you a comparison, here's the regular retail version. And believe it or not, here's the San Diego Comic-Con version. I mean, there. I'll put my hand back there for the duration of this video. It is the exact same figure. The only difference is, obviously, this has the clear translucent plastic, whereas, like I said, this one is painted. That being said, it comes with the exact same accessories that the SDC version did. So, the very cool thing is, like I said, this is the exclusive, and I was so thrilled when I finally got this guy at the actual convention that when I did get him, it was really making me look forward to these 6-inch versions of the full retail figures. And no matter how many times I see it, that just looks cool how invisible he is. But as for the retail version of Bilbo, like I said, exact same figure basically. He does come with his accessories that came with the SDCC version. He does come with a total of 3 of them. And I picked this guy up at my local Toys R Us. I believe they're... I don't want to say that they're $19, and I'm glad I didn't say that they're $19, because they're actually $15. These are $14.99 available at Toys R Us. But like I said, the accessories are the exact same. He comes with the little water canteens, kind of. But much like the 3 3/4 ones, you can see some wonderful paint job on here. This is really very cool looking. I absolutely dig it. Now, he also comes with a little knapsack, which whatever's in here could be anybody's guess. Probably just supplies and things of that nature, but look how great that looks. There's such a nice, worn, almost kind of leathery look to this. Very, very nice. And then you got the rope right here, which actually does really look like a rope. And it's a fairly soft plastic, so both of these are, so they are fairly posable, but you get those. But you also get Sting, and you can see it. He does have the sheath right there, which you can just slide it in and out of. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Zooming in, you really get a look and a feel for Sting itself. I mean, you have the very nice handle. You got the nice elvish kind of design going throughout the blade. That is absolutely Sting. It looks fantastic. The only thing that I would maybe make this a little bit better with would maybe if you put a little very clear, very thin blue paint on here, just to kind of replicate the glowing factor that the Sting has whenever it's around orcs. And as I said, you can just slide it back into a sheath, and it's stored nicely. Now, for Bilbo himself, again, the Bridge Direct has done a fantastic job with their paint applications. Look at the eyes. That's one thing that really draws me to this figure. The eyes are beautifully painted. Very nice, very good sculpt on here. The hair, you got some absolute wonderful detail. You got his jacket, which does, again, look like leather. It's very nicely painted with this kind of black wash to it. You open it up, he's got his vest, nice and painted green. It's stuck on there, but he does have his little tie that dangles there. Come around here to his pants. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit dirty because he's a hobbit. And then, of course, the hobbit feet with hair on his hobbit feet. And look how dirty they are. And one thing that I absolutely love, the attention to detail, the bottom of his feet are also dirty. I mean, that's a wonderful attention to detail that I really didn't think that they needed to do, but the fact that they did just really does impress me all that much more. Articulation-wise, his head is on this little bit of a ball joint, so you get a nice range of motion with it. The arms at the shoulders are on pin and sockets, so they rotate all the way around. They move in and out. They also bend at the elbow, and they rotate at the elbow. He also does have wrist articulation. So the amount of articulation between the 6-inch figures and the 3 3/4-inch ones is really pretty much identical. He does have a waist swivel, which is really very tight, but you can rotate him at the waist. There's nothing at the abs or anything. The hips here are on pin and sockets, so they do move in and out, but then to get him to move forward and back, you do have to rotate him. So same joint that we got, oh, well, and Sting popped out. Same joint that we got previously with the 3 3/4-inch ones really still has carried on with these ones. And they're okay joints. I'm not a big fan of them, but at least like this is a softer rubber, so you can actually pose them and such. The knees will bend. They also rotate. These are very stiff joints on here. And then the ankles, they move forward and back, and they also rotate. So that's articulation that the 3 3/4-inch ones did not have. But beyond that, the figures are almost identical. Well, except this one, you have to, I mean, because of the amount of posability, you can actually get him to do some pretty good posing with him, and he likes falling, so stay there, Bilbo. Beyond that, really, the biggest selling point for these figures are the attention to detail, I think. I also think that the absolute wonderful sculpts on these really do come through and absolutely represent the characters very nicely. These are what I would consider the collector-friendly versions. This is what I think collectors are going to want to have, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I got these. I mean, this is the best representation of these characters that we've gotten so far. So without a doubt, guys, if you are a collector, this is definitely the figure that I would get. The 3 3/4-inch figures are nice, and for budgets, they work fairly well. But this is the definitive version. I really do believe that these are the ones, like I said, that collectors are absolutely going to want to have. So, $14.99. I really don't think that the price is all that bad. It's about par for course right now. I mean, in terms of pricing and things for action figures. And I just think that the sculpt, the paint job, the overall design of these figures. Although I'm having a hard time. This foot's a little bit loose, as you can kind of see, but. Beyond that, I really think that the Bridge Direct has done a wonderful job of creating these figures for us, and I absolutely love them. But that's about it, guys, so thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find out recent purchases as well as upcoming videos all at facebook.com/teambotimus and twitter.com/Optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.